we played MWOS last week, Saturday.
MWOS came to actually send a message. That was a penalty. 100% Nelson Chadya got kicked Maslin Lilo at the back of his foot.
Right.
The striker did what he was supposed to do. He put his body in front and he got the ball first.
Yeah.
And then Chadya hits his foot. Some people are now attacking Leroy, saying, no, it's a shady referee, all of that. They're being too harsh. It was the assistant referee's job to do that. One. Secondly, a lot of those type of fouls, even in international football, require VAR. What are you going to say to them?
I'm going to say King.
He is really looking forward to help the team, a team that's already a very strong team, definitely to help them win the league and also help them a lot in the CAF championship.
And then how are we preparing for Monotapa, like she said earlier on?
Well, still, we're training today. We take it as serious as if we are playing those that are following us in the Premier.
Welcome to the Mabviravira Football Show. My name's Noxie, your host, Patanghambi to Tenergy.
How are you?
Ikamurukulu Stadium this days.
From Kaizer Chiefs to Rufaro Stadium. Next thing to Ngezi.
No, I'm the one who's going to that one.
Oh no, I was just saying it's a collective, it's a team
okay,
effort. You know what I'm saying?
I figured maybe I'll bring some charm, a little razzle dazzle.
No, you need to.
We may get some
you're
points.
Missing out on. Oh my goodness. The supporters are coming through these days, and I really love it. The only person who's not coming through is you. Just putting it out there.
Okay, Beyonce. Welcome to the show. We have an amazing show lined up. We're going to be going around the league with Rukudzo. We're going to have Match Zone with Peter. And I mean, if you're nice to me, we could have another guest.
Right.
Just if you're nice to me.
Only, you know what, I'm going to be nice to you. So that the guest...
Start.
What do you mean start? Haven't I been nice to you?
You know when you say nice to a girl, it's like a compliment that's supposed to come, but it's all right. You're not married, wicked. Why? Let's go. Welcome to Around the League with Rukudzo. What's poppin'?
Nothing much. What's the story?
Very, very own sports analyst.
Okay, well, what's with the special introduction?
No, but then you are a special sports analyst, are you not?
Special would be if I came like once every 4 shows.
No, special
is my show
your ability.
Now. This is my show
ability.
now.
Ability, special as an ability.
Fair enough.
I'll
take the compliment today.
Thank you for just... Yeah, man.
What? Chief.
Why
no, he's a little spicy today. Let's get into the... Let's get into the games, all right? Woo!
All right, let's start with Scotland. It was my heart was man, I don't even know how to explain what I was feeling as I was watching that game from minute 1 to minute 90.
We get it, you were in the stadium.
Yes, of
course.
It felt
like a rivalry game, didn't it?
It felt personal.
You know, people have been talking about MWOS Scotland rivalry having died or being as less strong than last season. MWOS came to actually send a message. They've had an inconsistent season, yes, very disappointing. At some point, some of their fans were calling for Lloyd Mutasa to get sacked or to resign. Actually,
right.
They thought that they were wasting the talent that the squad had, and maybe they didn't add to it as well from last season. But comes to some of these games, they still have that ability to make things difficult. And for Scotland,
and they did.
They certainly did.
Trust me. I guess maybe it was valid based on the history of the game, of course. But I'm saying the way the coach then set up the team felt like Abubakar was playing left.
He was
playing left back, but then the midfield was so congested.
Things, though?
That's actually that was the secret now in terms of what MWOS did in terms of disrupting Scotland. They packed the midfield themselves and made Scotland's midfielders have less time on the ball. Scotland still had the majority of the ball as they always do in Zimbabwean football, but they were rushed this time.
100%.
In terms of the passing, trying to create the passing triangles, trying to progress the ball, there was always seemingly a MWOS player in the vicinity making that pass more difficult. That was the thing. But Scotland still had the opportunity.
Chances,
Even after the game, Norman Mapeza, their coach, said that no, there were still some half chances. I actually say there were some very, very good chances.
Remember that Chadya to billiard.
That's the one I was going to say. That's the best opportunity. There was Nelson Chadya right from his hands. He booted it long. Kama Billiard managed to get it behind the defense. He was just faced with the goalkeeper. He hit it straight at him. Either side of the goalkeeper, it's in the net. So I think that was the best opportunity. Knowledge Msona had 2 shots that were blocked and was point blank range. Abubakar Moffat had a long shot as well, which was saved by Francis Tizai. So I think, Scotland had the opportunities to win the game, but they could have also lost the game. If we're
right at the end.
If we're being honest,
I think it was I think the last kick before the first half, Moz had a chance, and I think it was Chadya who managed to clear it, or it was a tackle from, I don't remember who managed to tackle it out.
But for me, I'm talking about right at the end of the game.
At the end of the game
with the controversial penalty decision.
I knew you were going to go there. Yeah.
If we're going to be, shall we say, worth our salt as
Don't be
football
that
analysts,
guy.
that was a penalty. 100% Nelson Chadya got kicked Maslin Lilo at the back of his foot.
Right.
The striker did what he was supposed to do. He put his body in front and he got the ball first, and then Chadya hits his foot.
Right.
That's a penalty. But what I will say is, firstly, it was the assistant referee's job.
Who could have called it?
He should have raised his flag and alerted Leroy, that's the match referee, that's a foul. He didn't do that.
Yeah.
So when people are now attacking Leroy, saying, no, it's a shady referee, all of that, they're being too harsh. It was the assistant referee's job to do that. One. Secondly, a lot of those type of fouls, even in international football, require VAR.
It's always VAR.
Always.
But
You
very
rarely see the match referee giving that penalty in the run of play. Usually it will be the VAR. It says there's been a foul because the defender is kicked.
And then they call it
the attacker from behind. So there's no VAR in Zimbabwean football. We're a very long way away from VAR being in Zimbabwean football. So there's a lot of, for me, it's a bit too harsh, the criticism that's going towards Leroy. But it was a penalty. Scotland were fortunate in that respect.
Absolutely.
All right. And I have to speak for my Ndebele people. The year was 2026 when there's a guy who was supposed to come and join Highlanders. And this brother didn't get papers, they said.
A man.
He's somewhere else.
Of course he went somewhere else.
So you're talking about Tao Sinong?
Tao Sinong,
exactly.
Yes.
He's now going to FC
Platinum, yeah.
Saka, I just have questions like, how did he get his papers this time around?
I guess he had time to get his papers.
Because when he was supposed to go to Highlanders, it was a whole...
He's actually not yet, in terms of as allowed to actually practice in Zimbabwean football at the moment. He's still getting his papers. Actually, that's why the last game, FC Platinum, they had Alexio Sidjon, one of the assistant coaches. He was in charge. They're still waiting for Thabo Senong's papers to come through. But he is going to come and coach FC Platinum. The situation there is Joel Lupashla was sacked last week by Platinum. He had gone with...
Was it valid though?
He had 1 win in the last 9 games.
That's valid.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
so with 5 draws and 3 defeats, at that point with FC Platinum as well, in terms of the standards that club has had for itself over the last 10 years, winning 4 league titles under Norman Mapeza, and so for the most part, I think the executive felt that he wasn't meeting the standard of football that they've set for themselves. I won't say it's a harsh decision because there's 1 win out of 9
for a football club as big as them.
You can't defend that.
You can't defend.
But in terms of FC Platinum, they've been left behind by the likes of Scotland, by the likes of Hard Rock, in terms of getting the best players in the country. That's where they were. That is how they managed to win those 4 league titles. And now more, I guess, I won't say richer clubs, but more ambitious clubs.
Right.
They've gone and gotten better players, I think. So in that respect, I don't know if it's fair for the FC Platinum executive to say you're not meeting our standards because they're not giving him the players to meet the standards that Norman Mapeza in particular set with those very good players.
I'm going to ask a question like a very layman. What's amazing about this Thabo Sinong guy that two
are trying to
are really trying to
not
get
just
this guy?
Small clubs, big clubs as well.
Like, what's it about
I'm not
him?
going to pretend to know the man and his style of football and all of that. That's now what we're going to see. When he's now in place at FC Platinum. The Highlanders were very excited about him, and then everything happened, and then they had to get Benjani Marwari. Now let's see FC Platinum. But obviously, people are seeing something in terms of his work there in South Africa, in the youth system for the national team in South Africa over there, as well as some club work as well. Obviously, they're seeing some coaching talent that maybe they feel is going to be able to get them back to the top. So the proof will be in the pudding, literally. We'll see.
You know, speaking of Highlanders, we sit here, we talk about a manager that they could have gotten at the beginning of the season, but however, they got Benjani. And this is where we are now with them. This past weekend was a big derby, Kepe Nepos, We saw what happened. But I want to know from your own analysis of that game. It was a 3-line in the second half. It felt like my coach was in the dressing room. And indeed, they scored.
First off, Boso was in charge. Boso in particular down the right with Mongameli Chuma as well as Mvelokoza, the right back. They were causing all manner of problems on their side. Buskangwa, the veteran Caps United left wing back, I guess you can say he was in big trouble the entire 45 minutes. But Boso didn't create the clear-cut chances that really would have tested Washington Arubi. He made some saves, but they weren't difficult. In the second half, or at halftime, Texo Chirag, he made a big change. He brought in Tinotinda Meke in for Chawananga Kaonga. And almost immediately, literally 24 seconds after the second half whistle, Caps United scored. There was a mix-up at the back between Velokoza and Aaron Gwenya, that's the Highlanders goalkeeper. Meke stolen and scored. From there, I think Highlanders just lost their heads. I think it was a case of, with them having been so dominant in the first half, like they came out,
they thought maybe they're going to continue.
And then they find themselves 1-0 down. They start panicking, their heads go, and then it was just defensive error after defensive error. Caps United were clinical as well. It lends credence to what Texo Chirag has been saying over the last few weeks with their defeats and draws, that he said, we've been creating chances, but we haven't just been finishing.
Yeah.
So now, I don't know if you guys know the term London buses. Yes. They take their time and then they come like 4 in like 1 hour.
And then
Caps United scored 4 times in 45 minutes. And each time they went forward, they looked dangerous. And that was, I think, what Texo Chirag was talking about. The fact is, we create chances.
Be clinical.
But this time, they were clinical. They were finding the back of the net. Tinotinda Meke in particular, he was the game changer. But there were others like Alan Kombezi, the 17-year-old. He started
I was going to talk about that boy.
He played very well. Jinya Bunja came off the bench as well. His pace was searing. I'm sure a lot of people have seen Kudama Hachi having to rugby tackle him because he couldn't deal with his pace.
What are you going to say to him? I'm going to say King. Because it really felt like
he couldn't deal with the pace, man. He had to hug him. He had to hug him and try to stop him because
pin him down, boss.
Yeah, he was suffering there. Junior Bunjira was fantastic in the second half there. So the question is now for Caps United fans and obviously the coaching staff is, can they carry that clinical finishing into the next game? Because clearly they score goals when the attackers are on. We've seen it before in that 3-0 draw with Hard Rock. They show up for those big games in terms of the strikers, but the smaller games now when they're expected to win, they're wasting chances.
And guess who they're playing in the Munmutapa? Scotland FC Academy.
So wait and see how serious they take.
Wait
and see how seriously they take that. I hope the academy comes through.
They're
playing them what Sunday? When are they playing them?
There are going to be a few shocks in that last 32 round, I'm telling you.
I think so too. I think we're going to see a couple of teams that we can't even pronounce. You know when you see a very hard and strong password.
Too much of a
do you know what we are playing on Saturday?
Oden.
Okay, I'm glad.
Is it Odin or Oden?
Odin, whatever.
Depends on where you went to school.
We know how to spell it. You said what?
It depends when you went to school.
Don't worry, she would have been heard on the recording.
Of course. And then, just trying to catch on Scotland FC is that one team that
I don't like those guys.
What is Hard Rock done to you?
I just don't like. They're too close.
They're way too close.
It's Scotland who allowing them to come in too close.
I was actually going to go there. Boys ready to feel pressure. What's happening? Because I'm like,
but you know what? We have a game in hand though. We have a game in hand though.
It's against Dynamo.
I know.
Still.
But anyway, talking about Hard Rock in terms of Manika Diamonds struggling for their lives there in relegation as well. Chawanda Stadium, as we know, for the most part is a fortress. And when you have Washington Navaya, reigning soccer star of the year.
Is the stadium so closed? Like people are not coming in?
No, they came. It was just a one game. So it was packed this weekend. Washington Navaya, 14 goals now for the season, following up on what he did last year and winning the Golden Boot and the Soccer Star of the Year. And that's very rare in Zimbabwean football. For a top scorer to be consistent like that across seasons and for different clubs as well. Yeah, I know he's firing on all cylinders. And the new signings they've made as well. Another one, Tubelihle Mavuso from Eswatini, he scored the 3rd goal there. You have Jero Takwara, he scored, was it last week? Prince Due, at some point he scored in 3 straight games. Yeah. So the mid-season signings they've made are also now making the difference for Hard Rock, and they're definitely breathing down Scotland's neck. Scotland can't keep affording to drop points.
They're breathing a little too close.
Way too close now. So it's becoming very, very uncomfortable.
You can allow one of those MWOS types games for Scotland, but going forward, you have to start winning.
Yeah.
Clearly. And I know the owner came last week and he said Hard Rock and Dynamos are very much in the title race.
Yeah.
He also maybe suggested he was feeling the pressure.
Yeah.
And maybe the players and the coaching staff as well for Scotland need to somehow find a way to get back to that impregnable. Oh, the defense is still impregnable. But now in terms of finishing the chances, I think they're still, for me, are the favorites to win the title. But Hard Rock are right there. They're right there. And they're not going away.
And we are not going to allow them to do what we did last season.
No, we are not doing that.
We're not doing that.
Right, that's around the league with Rukuzo, but I still have a question. Is it Odin or Odin?
Let's do our homework and find out.
Right, as we continue with our show, today we are joined by one of the latest signings to join Scotland FC on the Mabviravira football show all the way from Brazil. We're joined by Anderson Cardoso De Campos. Did I say it right?
Oh, it's all right.
Okay. Maybe teach me how to say it. How do I actually
Talvez
say it?
ensinar para você como pronunciar o seu nome.
Okay, it's Anderson Cardoso.
Anderson Cardoso.
Yes.
Awesome. Welcome to Zimbabwe. Welcome to the football club. So maybe for people who don't really know about you, we want to know when your journey started as a football player, which city you are from in Brazil as well.
Só para saber a sua cidade, de onde você veio lá no Brasil e como é que foi a sua caminhada para chegar, como é que você se atraiu pelo jogo, pelo futebol.
Eu comecei pequeno, de criança, jogava futsal. Depois de uns anos eu fui pro campo, futebol de campo, e continuei nos dois juntos até chegar no profissional.
He started it from a young age. First he started with futsal, and then at the age of teenage age, that's when he went to the 11 aside, and then up to the moment he made it to the professional level.
And which city from Brazil is he
Qual a
from?
sua cidade lá no Brasil?
Eu vivo no sul do Brasil, em Porto Alegre.
He's from Porto Alegre, the southern part of Brazil.
That's great. And when that call happened to come to Zimbabwe, why Zimbabwe? It could have been any other country, but why did you choose to come and join Scotland FC in Zimbabwe?
Por que escolheu o Zimbabwe, o Scotland FC? Porque seria qualquer sítio, qualquer outro lugar, mas porque o Zimbabwe e o Scotland?
Acredito que eu procurei o clube na internet quando eu fui vir para cá e gostei muito das referências do clube, até porque é um clube que foi recentemente, é novo, mas já ganhou títulos e vai disputar também a Champions League e a CAF, que isso é muito importante também.
Yeah, for him, he checked online and then he saw that the club is really new, but he already won a lot of titles, and he's also going to be participating in the African Champions League, which really means a lot to him.
That's the reason, which is great. And now that you've moved from Brazil to Zimbabwe, how have you been settling in? The culture is different, the language is different, the people are different. How has he been settling in?
E agora que se mudou do Brasil para cá, como é que você está achando a cultura, o pessoal, sabendo que a cultura é diferente, a língua é diferente? Como é que está ficando cá no Zimbábue?
Eu estou me adaptando muito bem. Acredito que aqui é um lugar muito bom, as pessoas me receberam muito bem. É uma língua diferente, mas eu também joguei na Coreia do Sul 4 anos, então, e no Emirados também, então eu já estou um pouco acostumado a jogar fora. Mas é um lugar que eu estou me sentindo muito bem. Os jogadores, a comissão técnica e as pessoas que trabalham no clube me receberam super bem. Acredito que dia a dia eu vou me adaptar mais.
He is adapting very well, since he also is used of playing abroad, because he played in South Korea and also played in the Emirates as well for some time. He played in South Korea for about 4 years, and also is adapting very well. The people, the technical commission team is very good, the players are good, and the people actually good, and he was well received. So he's really getting to know, and he's definitely going to adapt more.
Awesome. So we saw a glimpse of you against Kaizer Chiefs in South Africa. If you were to tell us your preferred position on the football pitch, which position would you say, okay, this is really the position I want to play?
Eles viram seu jogo contra o Kaizer Chiefs e eles gostariam de saber qual a posição no campo que tu prefere.
Número 10 como meio campo e também como ponta direita, winger. São as duas posições que eu mais gosto de jogar.
As a number 10 and as a midfielder and also as a winger. Those are the main positions that he likes to play.
Awesome. Now that you're here, Scotland FC is on top of the league. And, there are more games that are going to come up. There's a Managerial Cup and the CAF Champions League. What are you looking forward to achieve with Scotland in your debut season?
O que é que você gostaria de alcançar com o Scotland FC, sabendo que o campeonato do Managerial está para acontecer daqui a pouco e a CAF também? Quais são os seus objetivos?
Bom, acredito que eu vim para ajudar a equipe, que já é muito forte. Uma equipe que eu gostei muito do estilo de jogo e acredito que eu quero vir para ser campeão, para ajudar muito nessa reta final do campeonato e também na Champions League, que vai começar daqui um pouco.
He is really looking forward to help the team, a team that's already a very strong team, definitely to help them win the league and also help them a lot in the CAF Championship.
Right, you have already become one of the fans' favorite before you've even, kicked a ball in the league. What do you want to say to the fans of Scotland FC?
Já és dos favoritos para os fãs. O que é que gostaria de dizer para os fãs do Scotland FC?
Não, eu primeiramente agradeço pela recepção e pelo carinho dos torcedores. Acredito que eu conheço a minha qualidade e sei que eu posso ajudar muito e dar muita alegria para os torcedores, fazer muitos gols, dar muitas assistências e poder contribuir com a alegria deles, o Scotland ganhando títulos.
He's really grateful for the fans, for the love that he received from everyone, and definitely he's going to give them a lot. He's going to give them a lot of goals, a lot of assists, and really definitely help them a lot in much as he could.
Anderson, thank you so much for your time and all the best in Zimbabwe.
Thank you so much.
All right, that's Anderson Cardoso. You heard him pronounce his name. He's the latest signing for Scotland FC for the season. Again, we wish him the best. We wish him every success that he's going to be accumulating with us here at Scotland. And again, thank you for your time, gentlemen. Awesome. Welcome to Match Zone with our very own legend in the building, Mr. Peter Ndlovu, the team manager. Sir, welcome back to the show. We missed you last week.
Thank you.
You were
Good to be back.
Yeah.
Toyota Cup decided the next day, it's like the next week recording, I'm not going to be here.
I thought I'd be here, but I had some business to do for the team back in South Africa.
Which team?
Which team? The winning one. The one on top, Mabviravira.
The one on top.
Right, let's talk a little bit more about the Toyota Cup. We saw, the coach fielding two different teams, the first half and the second half, showing the depth of our squad as well, testing out the new players that have been signed. What was your take on how the team performed and the morale after that?
Very good. I think a good account of ourselves. And that was a good test for us for African Safari.
Right.
So, if you are tested against Kaizer Chiefs and you lose 1-0, well, maybe the scoreline was 1-0 loss, but overall, play was good, possession was good. If you can really have 60-40 against Kaizer Chiefs, that means you are there to be counted with the big boys. So,
right.
Boys did very well, I think.
I have to ask, seeing as like what Tatenda said, that two teams were fielded. I know I'm just putting you on the spot. Maybe you don't have the answers for me. Maybe you do and you just won't tell us. We have the Managerial game coming this week. Were these teams being tried out to say, there's going to be a bit more in terms of the games? So were we just looking at combinations that could work to say, okay, these guys will focus on this and these on this?
There's no focus on this and that at Mabviravira. It's everyone has to play, whether it's a cup game and whatever, because we take these things serious. So I think that one gave us a just to condition ourselves, for stuff like that. Last time I was here, I think you were asking me again about the players that have not get a chance or whatever. So cup games, when they come like this, is a tournament and it's away. You can let everyone get involved. That's why we had two teams. So it's not about anything, it's about just getting everyone, rolling. So in case the next game that comes, the coach will have all the players available to choose from,
yes.
So they'll be sharp enough, they'll be at least at a good run. So we look at that and want to condition the players and get them ready every time.
That's good. And then after that, we played MWOS last week, Saturday. We saw Abubakar playing left back. We saw, a couple of changes in the team. Is that also something that we can say, yeah, we have a team that can compete? Of course, we didn't win. It was a draw, but it was a team that we fielded and we knew we were going to get something.
Absolutely. We feel the team to win. And if a player, because if you see teams like Barcelona also, you can see someone playing left back and right back, because there must be dynamism, whatever I call it in English.
So we got the point.
We got the point. So it must have that kind of a thing. So when you change players from right back to right wing, they must be able to produce. So I think Barker did very well training.
Absolutely.
Right back. So he was fielded there, and you could see what he nearly gave us a lot.
He did.
Yeah. He did actually.
It might have been something different from Kwake Twalo, but it was something.
Well, everyone should play, because you should play any position. Coach can just pick you to play there.
And then you should play.
You should play, yes.
Right.
Maybe, if it does not work out, but again, we are all football players. We can play anyway.
That's good. And then how are we preparing for Monomotapa, like she said earlier on?
Well, still, we're training today. We take it as serious as if we are playing those that are following us in the Premier. So we had a chance, players will have a chance of watching Oden, and they're not a bad team, but we'll prepare as cool, as good as we can, because it's a battle. We want to win everything. This is where the money is. And
so we're treating it like any other game.
Of course, because if it's like giving away your bonuses and incentives, so this it's got a lot of money, so must bring it home.
All right.
All the best on Saturday, and all the best to the academy as well. They're playing Caps United.
Yeah.
It's a big game for them as well.
Yeah, I think it's very important if we keep the two teams going until the end. You never know.
You never know, it could be Scotland FC in the final playing Scotland FC Academy.
That would be nice.
That would be very crazy. Nice. I think we just focus on football. You can see what the project here is going very well. If you can have those two teams parallel going to compete for silverware. Yeah, absolutely. So good luck to the boys from our academy. Good luck to us, and hopefully we can be rejoicing come Saturday and Sunday.
Thank you so much,
Thank you.
Peter Ndlovu. Hopefully we get to see you next week. Please, you had been on a streak.
I feel like he's not coming next week.
Why are you saying
that? I'll be definitely here. I'm going away, but I'll be back.
You'll be back here. You'll be back in time to be here.
Yes.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's been absolutely amazing.
That's aggressive. Because they don't know what happened.
Okay, it's been absolutely amazing.
There you go.
Is that the tone you want? It's been absolutely amazing on the show, but then we can't just leave without showing you what happened at Rufaro Stadium. It was so dope. I was there. She wasn't, so let me be the one to tell you what happened. First of all, big shout out to Nibbles for partnering with Mabviravira. Okay. All right. They came through, the fans loved the product, and we managed to have a conversation with Thomas, and he was telling us about why they decided to partner with Scotland FC and to also bring the product to Rufaro Stadium, which is the home of football in Zimbabwe. So we did have amazing conversations with fans. My life was full. Right, can I tell my platinum sponsors and platinum fans? Tina Nibbles watch. Ndikathatha ma-packets aya ndiyitoona mkomana ari panapa. Bosca, first of all, I just want to thank you for partnering with Scotland FC and for coming to the show. This is your second time on the show. But what drove you as Nibbles to come and partner with us? Nemurieji, yes, Scotland.
Like I always say, thank you very much to the Scotland team and Nibo's management. We partnered with Scotland because they're the champions.
Right.
And we are also a champion brand that is partnered and launched the new chips with the Mabviravira Nibo's packet. For all the supporters, like I promised in the previous episode, throughout the whole season and even to the coming up season.
Right.
Even on the CAF tools.
Mabviravira chips.
Yes, Mabviravira chips. Free of charge. You're not paying anything. As long as you go to Scotland regalia,
you're getting all this.
T-shirt, you get one for free.
That's really cool.
Even our new fans,
they're getting one for free. And speaking of which, my fans are Chorai, one for free already for just wearing that jersey. Right. Mama, muri supporter we Mabviravira mapa kupi?
Ndabva kwaMtasa kwatsomba paSt Mathias Tsonzo.
And unoona kuti mabva kwaMtasa makawanda.
Chaizvo.
Ndiudze kuti community yekwaMtasa sei yakabatirana neScotland zvakadai.
Aiwa kandokumusha ndokunonzi kumaroots. Kumudzi kudzinde reScotland saka tinouya zvine power.
Anditika. All right. My sister, game runners tiri kuina ngani?
Kana 5-0.
5-0.
Because topisa.
Tiri kupisa.
Chaizvo.
Mabviravira. Sema fans, boys makapfeka majezi nezvamataura. Torai futi. Thank you so much. All right, bye Tabas.
Yes, and I know you love the people, so a big shout out to you.
Thank you.
I will be going to watch the Monomatapa game this week. It is I that's going to be shining.
Okay.
So I'm so excited about that.
That's great.
We're gonna, before we leave, well, as we are leaving, we're gonna play, little snippets of what happened, the people you spoke to.
Yeah.
But to Wakatis, we want to say thank you so much, you guys, for watching the show, for the support.
Especially the support, hey?
Yes.
Please like, share on Facebook,
subscribe
on your WhatsApp.
Something terrible is about to happen.
And it's about to happen
it's
in
raining
3, 2, 1.
We'll catch you guys next week.
Yeah! We're live at Rufaro Stadium for our home game against MWOS. And to be very honest with you, we feel like this is a game that we need after traveling to South Africa. And of course, all right, go on, get Right, Nibo's has come to partner with us. I think they've been a really good friend to Mabviravira. And of course, people love Nibo's. They've given us a new product that is branded Mabviravira.
These guys know how to do their things. The packaging on its own, as you can see, it's top of the range, These and Lays, these are going to be better than Lays.
100%. All right, let's talk about the game today. Yes. Of course, we went to South Africa. It wasn't the result that we expected, but we are back home. We're still on top of the log. We have a game in hand. What is your prediction today, game runners?
On today's game, it's a must-win for us.
100%.
Anyway, it's a given win for us. We're going to win, but I see MWOS is going to give a little bit of a fight because, as you know, our game with MWOS is always a rivalry game.
It's always a derby. It's almost like a big derby.
Yes, it's almost like a big derby. So it's not going to be a walk in the park, but we're going to win.
Eventually, the boys are going to
I would predict maybe a 2-1.
As promised, we are at Rufaro Stadium and we have fans that have traveled all the way from Mutari. Vanandina Opanabaka, Wafo Kwamtasa. Right, Vanu Kwamtasa, Mama was supporter Scotland, Matravela, Vanmuraxa Chimuri Energy. Let me start with you, my sister. Kwamtasa Kwamira. Mayo supporter Scotland Mabviravira. Takatiri ku South Africa, of course, afinanya sofamba azo zvotaifungidzira but zvakawanda zvakafamba. Muda kuti chipi nemakomana nhasi 4 game ratanga remote.
Kuti suswa mosa. Kutoirowa
zvokudaro. Anditika. Alright, tikamboenda kuna mukoma wangu muzuva ranhasi ndiani muri kufungidza kuti ndiani achanyatsoperforma kudarika vanhu vese pamaplayers atinawo anakama Billiards. Munyowano izvi.
Nakama Billiards. Konore Jimson anenge ari peri pa-first 11.
Aiwa izvoka tichazona tapinda muground.
Anditika. 1-3 wavawo kawo. Tikufangidzira kuti pachaita 3 magoli.
Pachata 3 magoli. Muri kuudza kuti MWOS ichagoesa here kana kuti ichangwera 3-0?
Akugoesa ingagoese hayo 1 but 3-0.
Alright. My sister, Honorable Sakupwanya vachanga vachiona video inoyi. Muda kuvati chii pamusoro peScotland kuvision neclub here?
Scotland, no, in a JT.
Anditika.
Yeah.
Chiri number 1.
Number 1.
Anditika. And musati maenda pane machipisa nawo panapa. Andoda kupa munhu wese anditika. Asi ndisanda kupai machipisa. Ndoda kuti mupromise chinhu 1.
pamuchapuwa machipsi aya muchataura nezvawo mapinda muground ichokwadi kuti anoti manipples apartner nemabviravira football show nemabviravira Scotland Football Club so handitika alright saka munhu wese torai 1-1 mukuru torai 1 panwasarere aiwa bo machavasa mabviravira oye Thank you, So joining me on the Mabviravira football show, we had to take the show to the fans. We are at Rufaro Stadium. As a platinum fan. You can't be a fan and not know my sister, Yolanda. My sister, Munafari. Antitika, mauya usupporta Mabviravira. Takanangana neMWOS. Antitika kuita kuitsokonya. Antitika
una nevanhu vatinavo vanyowana
tasvika Nigeria, Brazil tichienda takadaro saka zviuda kuti mukafka tinogona chakanaka hapana chokutaura. Full time Scotland FC nil, MWOS nil. It was a cagey affair. It was a midfield battle, but we saw both teams battling it out, but at the end of the day no one could score. At the end of the day the spoils are shared. Some fans are disappointed, some fans are happy, but hey, there's only one way to find out. We're going to be speaking to some of the fans to hear what they think about the game as well.
Game rakanaka, game rakachena.
Anditi?
Tomboto komana wangu idombozorora. But ndikufara. Hatina kuzorowa. But nanishida 3 points. 3 points nachida unoselebrate nadzo.
Anditika.
Birthday ramukoma 8.
Anditika.
Nanishitodzida ndazipredicta kudhara 3 points izokoma.
Alright, mukoma wangu matarisira mamaita game ranasi. Ndezvipi zvamuchifungidzira kuti tanga tichakwanisa kuita kuti uine game ranasi?
First half hangu maonero andaita ine. First half Abubakar anga ine free play, but mabhora anga asiri kumawa.
Anga asiri kusvika kuwingwa.
The chances dzanga achiwana mabhora anga achisvika kugate first half. Ndo pandikuona kuti
patakuwarira the most.
Second half zvayo yanga yakanaka because bhora rachinja bhora ranga rakanaka mukana watangoshaya wedu kuwesa zvapane the chance yambowana billiard here. It was a golden chance.
I think yangobva kuna keeper ichingosvika. If it was just an angle to left right
mukana watazongoshayawo zvedu. They were just lucky kusarohwa wakomana weMWOS, otherwise I was scored to which baba.
Aiwa mukoma
kurohwa.
Tinotenda imi moyo support.
Thank you baba. Thank you baba.
Aiwa zvakanaka. My sister, it ends 0-0. Hatina kugoeswa. Marona seiko game ranasi.
Yanga iri free and fair. Rozi vakomana vacho veMWOS vanga vachiuya
zvokudaro.
zvekutodaro patia tina kuzozvitendera here.
Handiti?
Tina chakasimba.
Yakasimba zvayo handitika. Imi makatarisa bhora ranhasi. Ndiani wama muchifungidzira kuti angachazochinja game rideyapo mukana nacoach?
Kuverenga kunonditinetsei asi kamurungu nandichifungoti
kamurungu kachapinda here.
Kakabva paBrazil.
Handitika. Game Marona senasi. What do you think we could have done better for us to win this game? Chaifana uchasenasi. Saka pane masubstitution akaifana kuitwa nacoach kuti maybe tigohwese kana maybe kuti say something. Sei munhu wese arongowe achiti pangaifana wese kamurungu nhasi. Murungu ndiye angachapedza.
I think they were playing very well. But what I think needs to be improved per midfield.
Yeah.
My midfielder, you see, we want the midfielders. I think Msebe. You know what
Msebe is going to be working.
Yes.
He's all over.
Msebe is all over, you know. And I also love people acknowledge him. So now why? Because he's consistent. The moment he loses the ball, he goes back
to try to get the ball back.
So I think if we have more people like Knowledge and Msebe, we are not discouraging Mama, but we are saying try and put effort.
Go fetch the ball.
Go get it. You get the point. Yes.
All right. So, what's your message to the boys after this draw?
No, my message is, guys, we don't have to give up. You know, we still have to go and we still have to keep on pushing. You know, we've got your back and we'll support you all the way. And we know you're promising Mabviravira anyway. You're promising Mabviravira all the time. We believe in you guys, and we're saying next game, let's put more and more effort.
Mabviravira, Mabviravira.